Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Bengals coming in at 1-8, going up against the Aviators, who come in at 5-4. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Columbus Aviators and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
2nd down following the run.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down. Returnable for Lockett.
Oh, we bullshit.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side.
How does that happen?
This is caught inside the 15. And touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And
You knowing that shit coming, bro. That's how niggas do. I be struggling, bro. I did it right, put the right nigga back there, and he still burnt that nigga. It's that BS, boy. He get burnt like that in 92.
take it. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Pushes over him.
Now, that's just not right.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Green 39! Green 39!
They will run again with Coleman. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got
Oh, get the ball out, man.
Instant push down.
God
Yannick
damn.
Ngakoue in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Fuck
All
it.
right, now, look at 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Bro, do it right to the nigga.
A great read, and it's picked off.
What the
And they
fuck,
have
man?
possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as
What
they
the
get
hell
set
is
to
going
take over
on?
here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Timmy Jernigan, play him over the nose, play him a defensive tackle, bounce him out to defensive end. Wherever you want to put him, Timmy Jernigan can play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They come out here in the eye. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Forced out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Yeldon, the lone running back. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Come on, man.
Their big
Come
body
on,
receiver.
bro. This is stupid.
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman.
Come on, bro. You gotta blast
the
the
27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. Nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop
it. Bro.
Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. He'll drop to throw. Finding time. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Timmy Jernigan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals.
They called it dead because the nigga stepped out of bounds while the clock running.
Here with a 1st down.
Boy, man, I swear to God, boy.
Coleman now. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And now run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Here's Coleman. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back to throw.
Come on.
It's incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They send Stills in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. 18 yards there and a first down.
It fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was. He'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out
buttermilk
there.
pie. That shit came out tasting like goddamn me peach pie, but it's just got so much cinnamon in it. Oh damn, man.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Gun. They'll look to throw. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And some space here. And set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Here come the Bengals. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Time to step aside. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Being chased out left. This is going to be incomplete.
Come on, baby.
He dropped that one, and it almost felt like he was disappointed he wasn't the primary receiver. Because we saw the guy scan the field, came to him on a check down, and running back's supposed to catch that one.
He's supposed to catch that one indeed.
Was his feelings hurt or something? I don't know what happened there.
So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. On the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals take possession. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So
What in the world was that?
Back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Going up top. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh,
Incomplete.
good D,
Allen
bull.
Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Brand 38. Let's round. Let's go. Brand 38.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
Get over the line,
Good for 5. It's third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. 2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first.
Watch it now, Barney.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete.
What?
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a third down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38. Ohio. Come on, let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's complete to Parker left side. A gain of 4 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. 3rd down now following the completed pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man. It's Williams. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree. One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Coleman. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle.
Quite a bit of pizza in this box.
Down to 1 now at 14-13. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And now back out comes the offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Come on,
yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these offsides.
Really, bro? You on the 5th there? Hell, you know what that was.
They deciphered that one correctly.
They come up at an offset eye. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Yeldon, the lone running back. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Good stand. Let's go, Jack.
A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. So the D-line's going to spread out. They send Parker in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They go back to the air here after
come on, the save.
Gets him that time. Down he goes. Myles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Yeldon, the lone running back. He'll look to throw. Backing up. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go. All right, now look at 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Drops it off for Coleman. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
They send Thomas out to the right by himself. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, my God. What an overthrow.
Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
What an overthrow.
Well, incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And this one is right down Broadway. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They'll start out on the ground. It's TJ
Are you kidding me?
And he's brought down after a good game. Give him 22 on that one. And that'll give him a 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They've had this
Come on, this is not that cold.
That might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what kind of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A good pickup there at 22. And now a first down following that long gain. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Yeldon, the lone running back. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this, and it's caught. Touchdown. Corey Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. His guys have taken the lead here in the fourth. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's complete to Parker, left side. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays.
Bro, why is the clock stay running when I go out of bounds, bro? What part of the game is this? Okay, out of bounds. This is out of bounds. Please stop the clock.
There brings up second down. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. In motion comes the tight end left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now this offense ready to take over again. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, this nigga is steady killing him over there. This side, young boy. You gonna be alright.
15-yard line.
He picking on you over there. You a rookie.
Operates in the red zone. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now T.J. Yeldon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, 41 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Columbus, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.